Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pawan, and in this video we are going to talk about something different in Flutter. So we are going to design a package and we will upload it on this website, which is this one, the pub.dartlang.org/packages. Here you can find all the packages which can be useful for your web or Flutter application. So you can find the top Dart packages here. So these are kind of libraries which you can use for your applications, and you can also develop for others. So that is something which I'm gonna show you, and how you can share that with the community. And here we will upload that here. So we have also created a plugin which is this flute music player. I will put the link in the description, you can check it out. And we will take the idea from here and then we will implement it. So we are doing this thing in Android Studio, so make sure you have Android Studio, or you can do it in using any other editor as well, or using the console. So we will start with the new Flutter project. Here you will find three options. One is the Flutter application, second is Flutter plugin, which I just showed you. This flute music player is a plugin where you expose your Android or iOS API for developers, and this is the Flutter package, which will be totally Dart component like widget. So this is what we are going to do in this video, and we can also cover this Flutter plugin in some other video, and that we can see later. So let's start with this Flutter package. So what I'm going to name it is like Flutter walkthrough. Okay, if let's say, okay, so this is the Flutter walkthrough, and now I will give a description here. uh, New Flutter package which helps developers in creating walkthroughs is like introduction kind of screen. So is which helps developers in creating walkthrough of their app. Okay, so let's finish it, and this Android Studio will do the thing for me. I will just increase the font size for you guys, so that font size should not be issue, because in my live video someone told me that the font size should be larger, so that they can watch the video in their phones as well. So that we will do. We'll also see how we can upload this package, and I'm not going to code in this video because I have already coded that. You can check that out. So as you can see, there are some you can see there is some by default we got some kind of class. This is a calculator class, and we just don't need it, but this is what we have. Let me just increase the font size a little bit, so so that there should not be any issue with the font. So let's go to editor, the font, and let's make it, oh, it is 18, so let's make it 24 maybe. Yeah, that is, I guess, too big. Yeah, so this is the font size we have as of now, and it should be now clear to watch. So this is our what we get here. This we get the similar thing which we get from like when we develop Flutter application, but we don't have any Android or iOS folder. We have just this lib folder and the test folder. So let's see this pubspec.yaml file. Here we have this description, and we have this version 0.0.1 and the author, homepage, and everything. So this is fine, I guess. Now let's go back to our lib folder. Here what I will do, I will create a new Dart file, and I can name it let's say walkthrough dot, and I'll try to make this library or package to be compatible for both Dart 1 and Dart 2. So I have some code, let me just paste it here, and this is our walkthrough screen which I have created, and it is giving me some kind of error. Why? Okay, whatever it is, I don't know what kind of error it is, but it is surely giving me some kind of error. So this is what we have as of now. This walkthrough is like it has a title, it contained image icon and then image color. So by default it has this red accent color. Now we will go back to this flutter underscore this walkthrough dart page, and here I will write a intro screen class. Okay, so here we will write some widget class which we will use this walkthrough dart. This class we will use. Here are some implementation of the walkthrough. I'm not going to so much into detail of how I made this, rather I would be interested in doing all the package part only. So here what I will do, I'll just copy and paste some of the code as well. So let me just add it here, and I'll just move this import from here to here. Okay, whether it will take it or not, yeah, that is fine I guess. And now I'll just delete these two lines, and now I will also import this walkthrough class is not type, and yeah, so I will import this library. And now we are ready with this package, and we need to write here something, right? So I will replace this text with something like skip, and I will also show you what we are going to make. Okay, you don't have to worry about. Okay, so this is one of my e-commerce application which I am making. So I made this walkthrough screen, and I decided to make it open source so that anyone can use it by writing a single line of code. So that is what I'm going to do here. So this is my package. Now we have this Flutter walkthrough ready, this walkthrough.dart ready. Okay, now let's make another folder here in the root one. So let's create a folder here, new folder or new directory you can say, and we will name it as example. Okay, in the example we can have a file which we can name new dart file. Okay, we can name it example app dart. Okay, and here in the example app what I will do, I will write the code of how we can use that the library which we are making. Okay, so I have just written some code here. Let me import the material.dart, and then we can import this walkthrough as well. Okay, and then we can give it some like let's say title 1. Okay, and here we can say content 1. Similar thing we will copy and paste here, and we will replace 1 with 2. So it totally depends on you how many walkthroughs you want. So we can say title 3, content 3, and then we can say title 4, content 4, and we have some kind of icon also, image icon here, which you can see on the left hand side, and we can always replace it from whichever we want. And now I will just let's say I want to be on here itself, so we can say test screen itself. Okay, so this is what we have as of now. We have this class inherit. Okay, so what it is saying, it should be okay, so we can make it a final. Okay, so this is what our example app is all about. We have this walkthrough.dart, and we have this flutter walkthrough underscore dart. So this walkthrough.dart is a part of this flutter underscore dart, which is our main library, and this is our pubspec.yaml, which we will just update. So let me just give you a quick idea what we did, what kind of application it is. So let's just look into this example app. here we have a test screen class. We have a list of walkthroughs where you have to define the walkthrough by giving it a title, content and image icon, and at the end you have to just return this intro screen with this walkthrough list and a page route where you want to let's say if you want to move the person from walkthrough to some other screen, so you can define that screen here. Okay, so let's see how it looks on the phone. So this is the application which I am making. So this is flood cart. You can see splash screen. This video will be available on my YouTube channel. So this is the walkthrough. Here is the title, here is the content, and here is the icon. It has some sort of animation as well, if you will see this. Okay, this is the text coming from left to right. This has some icon. There is a skip button as well, and there is a next button as well. So what next do, it will move this to the next page and to the next page and to the next page. So this is what it do. Now let's just do one more thing. Here we have the current page as 0, and we have fixed it like current page is equal to 3. So we can say here widget dot walkthrough list dot length. Okay, so it should not be a problem, which I actually forgot to write. So this will fix it, and yeah, that's it. I guess we don't have to do anything. Let's say we have 4, then the length would be 4 0 1 2 3, so we will say -1 as well. Okay, so that is fine, I guess, and it should work. Now you have seen what kind of application it is. Now when I will press on got it, so it will open a screen for me. So that screen is here we are declaring. Now let's try to add some readme data. So before that, how you can upload this package to on the this website, which is the dart packages. Okay, so for that you need to write some command into the terminal. So let's write it. It will give me some error, so let's dry run for it. So you need to write flutter packages. Okay, then you will say pub, you want to publish it on pub, so we will write pub space publish, and then we can say dry run just to check everything is fine or not. Okay, now press enter, and you will see it will give you some kind of error that what are the issues in here. So it is saying that everything is fine till here. Okay, so it is saying that missing requirements is we should have an author, is missing a home page field. Okay, that is fine also. Then it is saying published packages should have an upper bound constraint on the Dart SDK. Typically this should restrict. Okay, so we will write that also. And then we have this kind of error. So the package does not depend on meta, so import. This is an error. Okay, we'll see what kind of error it is. And it is also saying that line 1 column 1 of flutter test or dart, this package does not depend on test. So there's one more error. So let's do one thing, let's delete this directory also, we don't need it. So how to delete it? Yeah, so we will delete this test. And now it is saying that we don't have to use this meta. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so why it is saying that, I don't know. So let's delete it rather. Okay, and now we can also delete this meta and make it compulsory, because this is compulsory. So let's change it a little bit, and then it should fix that issue. And here also let's change this. Why it is the issue? First of all, let's just bring that back and let's see why this issue is even happening. I don't know, this should not happen, because there should be something related to it, something should be written. Let's try to run that again and let's see what kind of issue we get again. So again it's saying this package does not depend on meta, so maybe that can be the issue. So we have to fix that, right? So what we will do, um let's say we don't need this meta, so let's try to delete it. Okay, so we need to do this. So I guess guys we need to do this, so let's do it. And now yeah, that is fine. Now we can remove this as well, and then we can remove the page route. Okay, that is fine, I guess. Now let's go back to our Flutter plugin which we created earlier. Now here we will open this pubspec.yaml, the changelog.md, and then the readme.md, so that we can get an idea what to add and what not to add. So here you can see we have this version as well, the author as well. So I'll add, copy the author, and I'll go back to my pubspec.yaml and I will paste that author. You can change it accordingly, like however you want. Now I need to give it a home page, so I'll give it the home page of, let's say, Flutter, and I'll name it something different. Okay, so I can say Flutter walkthrough. Okay, this thing is does not exist as of now, but we will make sure to update it there as well. So let's do it rather than waiting for the time. So I'll go back here and I will create a repository as well, so that we should be very always ready for it. So we'll go to repositories, I will create a new one, and here we can write Flutter walk through. Okay, and then we will copy this description from here. Okay, this is actually very easy to create repositories. And now we need to perform this step. So we will copy this, we will go to terminal, and we will paste it. Okay, now it should do the work for me. And yeah, it is updating my GitHub. And now I'll copy this URL and just paste it here, and it is the same thing, I guess. Okay, so we are done with this. Now we also need to add a dependency, which we can see here in our this read or this pubspec.yaml. So let's go back to our pubspec.yaml, and here you can see that we have this environment. So SDK should be greater than and greater than this, and this should be less than this. So let's add that, and you need to check also that whatever you are adding is correct or not. So below this dependency we have this Flutter, and then we have this plugin, and here we will add this environment thing, which is greater than equal to should be this and less than 3.00. Let's check what is the current environment we are in, so that we can have a better idea. So what I will do, let's do one thing. Let's check by going to our settings, and here we can go to our not the build execution, it should be in the languages and framework. Here we will see Flutter, which is 0.3.1 pre-52, and it is day 48. Okay, so that should be fine. So we are done with this. Now let's try the now let's wait for changing the changelog as well. So it is the initial version, so we will see what we can write here. Okay, so let's write here uh, customizable walkthrough library. Okay, that is fine, I guess. Okay, and one more thing, release. Okay, that is fine, I guess. So this is what we can through library, and we can change a little bit it, like written in Dart as well. Okay, so this is how it will look. You can see on the right. Okay, so we are done with this, we are done with this, we are done with this. Now let's uh, it is saying to get dependency. Let's run that. So that, okay, it is done. Now we are done with everything, I guess. Now let's do one more thing. Let's go back here, let's take a screenshot of it. So we will say new screenshot and let's paste it also, so that we can show the user that what we are building. So let's do one thing. Let's go here and we should have this screenshot. So I will change its name. So I will say it ss1 maybe. Okay, and I'll just copy it here and I'll paste it here, and yes, so we have this ss1 which is showing this walkthrough screen. Okay, it has some animations also, so I'll go here and customizable animated walkthrough, let's say, and I'll go back to my description as well, and here I can say a Flutter which help developer creating animated walkthrough, because we have animation and we are not showing it. So let's do one more thing. Let's take another screenshot maybe. Okay, and this one is good, I guess, and let's and we will name it also, let's ss2. Okay, this is, I know this is a kind of work which you don't want to do, by the way. Now let's update our, let's say, our package from here, and we will add this as well. Okay, so let's write here some changes. Okay, nothing much, and let's just push this code as well. And now we also need to actually update the readme as well, right? So we will go back to our readme before doing anything. So we are here with the readme. Now what I will do, I'll go to my flutter plugin.readme file here and I'll click on raw. I just want to show you everything, so that is why I am using all these things, otherwise we don't need this. So what I will do, I will add few lines from here. So let's say we have this first line, so we can say Flutter walkthrough, that is fine. A new Flutter package and creating animated walkthrough of this is also fine. Getting started. Okay, so what we can write here, we can also write here let's say uh, let's have some screenshot first of all. So I guess this is how we can write this screenshot. Before that, let's just okay, so let's add something here, this one. Okay, and then we will add this screenshot line from here, that is also good. Here we can say ss1.png, and then we will copy this and paste this here, and we will say ss2.png. okay, okay, and let's just make it ss1. We have these screenshots also. Now what we need to do, we also need to set a new Flutter package for both Android and iOS, so that our users should be familiar that this works on both Android and iOS. Okay, okay, so this is fine, I guess. Now let's just copy this code from here so that we can look how it looks. So we need some dart thing. So also we need to add this how users thing. So what we will do, we will copy this code from here, and we can just yeah, that would be fine. So we will write here below this, let me just disable it, and let me just give it little bit space. So here we can write below this usage. Okay, so we will paste the URL from here. Okay, so let's go back here, and we have this URL first of all, so we will paste that URL. Okay, and we have this now example. So here we will replace this by example underscore app dot dart. Okay, this will work. To use this package, okay, you add this, we can just replace this again. Okay, let me just copy this again from here. I know this can be a little bit boring stuff, but if you want it, then you need to do it. Okay, so this looks good to me, and it should not be like it should be like master. We will update this if there would be any kind of issue. Okay, so here we need to add this dependency. So let's see what is our name of our dependency. So this is the name of our dependency, flutter underscore walkthrough. So we will change this by this flutter underscore walkthrough. Now we are done with this. Now we need to see what else we need. So just delete this, and here we have some code, so we can use this code. So let's say example, let's just copy this, all of this. Okay, so let's just copy this, and there we can say, okay, and we will say how to use. Okay, and here what we will do, we will go to our example app and just copy all of this. Okay, and now paste it here. Okay, I know this is a little bit difficult, and we will add some comment here. Here we have a list of walkthroughs, one second, walkthroughs which we want to have. Each walkthrough have a, okay, this is not a one line comment, so let's just okay, so each walkthrough one second guys, this is taking some time, I know, have a title, content, and an icon. Okay, this is fine. So now I'll also add some functionality in the future in here. Here we need to pass the list and the route for the next page to be opened after this. Okay, so this is what we needed, and we did this. Now let's just copy this pull request till the end with the license and all, and then we should be done. So we are done now, and here in the issues what we can do, we can just copy this part and we can paste it here, I guess. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, we are done with this guys. So now this readme is also completed, everything is completed, I guess. Now let's press Ctrl V, and then we can say some changes again, and then we can push the code. And now we will go back to terminal, we will clear this screen, And now let's test the dry run again. And now, okay, no, we forgot that dry run command I guess. So let's run it again. Flutter, okay, packages pub publish dry run. Okay, now let's see what we get, and you can see package has 0 warning. That means that everything works fine. So now let's just publish it. So we will write flutter pub and no, sorry, flutter packages pub and then publish. Okay, and it should, yeah, it is saying looks great, are you ready to upload your package? I will say yes. Why? And it is uploading my project, yay. So it should do done that, and let's see. So it is saying that my Flutter package is uploaded successfully. Now let's go back here, and here let's say I search for it. Let's say flutter underscore walkthrough. Okay, 1 second, and it should give me, so as of now it is saying no package is available because it is not maybe updated yet, you can say. So what we will do, we will just write that here so that we can go, and here you can see if we go through the URL, we have this package and it is saying publish 21st April 2018, and a new Flutter package which helps developers in creating animated walkthrough of their app. We have this screenshots which is not appearing though, but I don't know why. So we have this, all everything is available here, and we have this example as well. Let's go through it. If that opens, yeah, we have this example, and that is also working fine I guess. And then we have a code. Oh, this is looking very nice. Okay, so this is how you can upload your code. Now if we want, we can check this if this is working or not. So what we will do, we will just copy this code, class test screen. We will open a new Flutter project. Okay, so let's say new uh, project maybe, or let's just close this project first of all. And let me just see one more thing, why this screenshots are not appearing, right? It should appear, but maybe there is some kind of issue with this, I don't know. And let's see if that issue could be fixed here. Let's go back to our home page. Here we have the screenshots I guess. Yeah, it is working fine here, so there should not be any issue. So this is what we have done is totally all right. So let's do one thing. Let's close this project, and now what we will do is start with a new Flutter project, Flutter application, Flutter app. Let's say this app will not do anything. We just want to test our package whether it works or not. I know guys, I have taken so much time of yours. Okay, so it should, so before that, before continuing to this, let me just tell you that we also have this now you can see this Flutter example app repository where you will find all the apps here in with it has all the list of apps with their source code if you will click on that, and their tutorial as well. For the YouTube icon you can click, and also we will update this regularly, so I'll provide the link in the description also. So this is what you need to think. Now let's do one thing. Here we will add this pubspec.yaml. We will add our library. We will say flutter walkthrough. Okay, let's see whether it works or not. Let's say packages get, and it worked actually. Now let's delete this code from here. Okay, and let's just paste our code which we copied from there, and yeah, let's say it is a test screen which will not work actually, because if you think it should be a material app. So let's say it is a material app first of all, and here in the material app we have this home as a new scaffold, and then we have the body as new test screen. Okay, now let's try it. We need get dependencies, we need to get it. So we got it, and here you can see, okay, we have some misspelling. Walk through, it is not walk through, so that is why it is saying that we didn't this package does not exist. So now let's run the command again. Okay, and now we have this walkthrough. Let's just try to import it if we could. Yeah, so it is saying create class, it is not able to understand it yet. So let's just get the packages again. If there is some issue with the package, we should have this walkthrough, right? I don't know why it is not working. We should have this intro screen as well. Okay, let's just try to import it by itself. So we can say package flutter, not flutter, flutter underscore walkthrough, and then we have this flutter walkthrough dot, and the next line, one second, in the next line we can say just walkthrough dot, right? And now it should fix that issue. Now let's run this application inside our app, this iPhone X, and then we will be ready with it. So let's run this application. We have this iPhone, let's just go back, and it is running this application for the first time. We have updated our packages, we have uploaded it, everything is done, and it should now work, I guess. Let's wait for a few seconds. So also there is one Facebook group which I have created 2 days back, and you can join that. I will provide the link in the description. You can ask question and answer there. I think that if we will have many members, then someone can obviously contribute. So here you can see we have this title 2, title 3, title 4. We can increase it, decrease it, we can click on skip, it will launch this screen. We can click on next, then got it, and it will relaunch this screen. So that is the thing which we did. We created our one library, and that was very easy. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Also don't forget to give stars to these repositories. I'll provide the link in the description, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.